I have concerns about the CTT research because, firstly, they won't show their data to anyone.
Well, we have indeed seen a small effect on people who already have had a heart attack. But I am a little skeptical to the results because it is not possible to get access to the primary data.
They've signed agreements with pharmaceutical companies that they won't release the data. So we're relying on them alone.
And all these trials have been performed and paid by the drug industry, the same industry that produce the drug they are testing on patients. It's not a good idea.
So we're essentially relying on the pharmaceutical companies to have provided all the data required, and for the CTT to have done an analysis on that, upon which rests all of the advice for the use of statins around the world. I don't think that's a good situation to be in, because the Cholesterol Trialist Collaboration is also a part of another unit called the CTSU in Oxford, which is the Clinical Trials Service Unit, which essentially runs multi-million pound studies on behalf of the pharmaceutical industry. So I think there are dangers here of significant conflicts of interest, which have not really been addressed, and I think they ought to be.
The Clinical Trial Service Unit is run by Professor Sir Rory Collins. Professor Collins has been heavily critical of anyone who questions the benefits of statins. He's also tried to use his influence to have scientific papers that are critical of his research removed from the British Medical Journal. We requested an interview with Professor Collins to discuss the evidence for the widespread use of statins. Initially, Professor Collins agreed to this, then 2 days later declined our invitation. Pharmaceutical companies are not the only sponsors of the Clinical Trial Service Unit. The British Heart Foundation also gives them money. We wanted to ask the British Heart Foundation about their support for the CTSU and the clinical evidence for the widespread use of statins. After a brief exchange of emails, they also declined our invitation to take part.
It's of the big pharma, by the big pharma, and for the big pharma. It's crazy.